Welcome into a Week 2 playoff edition of Football Friday Night. I'm Jacob Seuss, and as Jason Derulo once said, I'm flying solo. Jonathan, of course, as you saw in Tuscaloosa for the Hogs game tomorrow. 5 News, we got you covered all across the board, but we have a packed night of playoff football, so we're going to start things off in Bentonville for a good one, where after a bye week, the Tigers began their run to a state title tonight against North Little Rock. NLR has won the last 2 meetings against Bentonville coming into tonight. But if you like defense, here's some for you. The two teams had a combined 3 first downs in the entire first quarter. So we're going to jump to the second quarter in this one, scoreless. Looking for some offense, and the charging Wildcats decide it's time to break the ice. In the red zone, Malachi Gober hits his man in stride. He was in for the easy touchdown. NLR on top 7-0. Later in the half we go. It's 10-0 North Little Rock now, but the Tigers get the offense going. Carter Nye, he's going to connect with Chaz Nimrod in stride. Nothing but daylight for the Bentonville wide receiver. It's 10-7. This was a good game. They went back and forth all night long, but the NLR offense too much on the night. Charging Wildcats go on the road. They're going to end Bentonville's season. 24-21 is your final. From Bentonville, we go to the team that won the 7A. That would be Little Rock, or it would be Fayetteville, taking on Cabot. Here you go, Cabot quarterback Grant Freeman. He's going to hit Braden Jay with the deep pass. Jay carried that one in from 40 yards to open the game with a Cabot touchdown, but Fayetteville answers back. Bladen Fike finds Jalen Blackburn in the end zone. A missed extra point puts Fayetteville down 7-6. And then Cabot would take over in the first half. Braden Jay scores again, 15-yard touchdown pass. It's 14-6. Then Grant Freeman, he's going to hit Mason Bell with the short pass, taking the ball 60 yards on the ground for another Cabot touchdown. They led 21-6 at the half. Fayetteville, their season was over, right? Now, think again. The winners of the 7A West, they come back in the second half. They win this one 34-27. Fayetteville is moving on to the conference quarterfinals. So now we're going to jump over to Prairie Grove, a last game this season between 2 of our local teams, Prairie Grove and Lamar. Lamar quarterback Landon Harrison fights his way here into the end zone for the Warriors touchdown. That would open up the second half. Prairie Grove, they answer back with a 15-yard score of their own. Austin Wetzel, he gets in. Back and forth, these two went all night long. Lamar here, on their next drive, they're going to kick a short field goal. That would make the score 23-16 Prairie Grove. But here we go, fourth quarter. Their march was cut short by a fumble. Lamar's going to recover that. Shane Hampton, and they take over, and they're going to capitalize on that fumble. A touchdown run. Damian Hendricks, and then Hendricks, he's going to put the game in the bag for Lamar. 2-point conversion. What a game we had tonight from Prairie Grove. Warriors are moving on. They get this one 24-23. So now we're going to go back to the 7A. Bryant versus Northside. That's quite the sign. Let's see if they could make it happen. The Hornets hoping to remain on that road to the state championship game. Northside looking for the upset. First quarter, Bryant's Brandon Jones, he's going to take down Northside quarterback Walker Katsavis. Still in the first in this one. Bryant had the offense going. Quarterback Carson Burnett, he's proven to be a real dual threat quarterback this year. He's going to take it in for the Hornets. Quite the hit there, and it was 7-0. All right, so the Grizzlies score a field goal at 7-3. Then James Martin from Bryant found his way to the end zone, make it 14-3. The Hornets are going to advance in this one. Good season for the Grizzlies, but it comes to a close tonight. Bryant takes this one 42-10. We're just getting started here on Football Friday Night. Coming up, Greenwood began its state title defense in the 6A, plus a lot more scores and highlights. So stick with us here on Football Friday Night.
You're watching Football Friday Night! Yeah!
Welcome back into Football Friday Night. Last week, the Shiloh Saints continued their run of dominance to open up the playoffs. And tonight, the team's run to back-to-back 4A state titles, it would continue, with the Saints playing host to ASHDOWN. Nearing halftime in this one, Saints up 7-0 and opting to go for it on 4th and goal. And the decision pays off. Eli Wisdom takes it himself, hits the corner for the score. Shiloh would take a 14-0 lead into halftime. Second half, Arkansas commit Caden Henley puts the exclamation point on this one. Punches it in for the 1-yard score. Saints up 21-0. Shiloh once again finding a way to get the job done at home. The Saints remain perfect in 4A play this season. They get the win over ASHDOWN tonight in Springdale, 21-0. So now we're going to move on. Paris, they were traveling to Newport tonight, looking to keep their great season alive. But second quarter, it was a 61-yard touchdown pass that would open things up for Newport. Paris in this one, they trailed by a touchdown. So we move along in this one. The Paris offense trying to get things going. The quarterback here, he's going to pump fake. After, we're going to watch a little Newport celebration, because why not? Now, I want to see some Paris here. A pump fake, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to find wide receiver Isaiah Kendall for the score. Newport a 6-3 lead. Newport, though, would get the safety there. The Greyhounds pin Paris deep in their own territory. Paris running back, he's going to trip in the end zone, make it 8-7. Paris, though, they would fall in this one. 28-17 is your final from Newport. Next, we're going to head to Greenwood. The Bulldogs began their state title defense tonight against Mountain Home. And Greenwood, well, doing what Greenwood did all last year in the playoffs. Hunter Houston here, he's going to hit L.J. Robbins, who makes a nice catch there for the first down. And Houston was just going to work here. He's going to hit Grant Carnes. That's another first down as the Greenwood drive continued. Now he's going to take it himself. Scramble, then he's going to hit Carnes again, this time in the end zone. Nice grab there, wide open. Greenwood takes a 7-0 lead. Next drive, they're going to do it again. Luke Brewer this time, he's known for the long touchdowns. And here, well, it's a classic. He's long gone. Greenwood takes a 14-0 lead. They win this one in dominant fashion, 42-0. Staying in the 7A, Conway, they're going to welcome Rogers tonight. The Mounties traveling on the road for the first time in these playoffs. First quarter, though, quarterback Donathan Amalo, he's going to hit Manny Smith. Wampus Cats up 7-0 after the PAT. Rogers, they would have to play comeback in this one. Still in the first, Jalen Chambers for the Wampus Cats. Once again, he's going to run it in to make it 14-0 Conway. Rogers, unfortunately, had nothing cooking tonight. Great season for Chad Harbison and his Mounties, but Rogers is going to fall tonight. Conway takes this one 49-0. Now we're going to head over to Charleston. The Tigers, after a bye week play in their first game of the playoffs, looking to stay undefeated on the season. They took on CenterPoint. Brandon Scott, he has a great interception here on the first play of the second half. Check this out. Scott, the quarterback, yeah, he does it on defense too. But CenterPoint led 21-9. Here Scott on the other side of the ball takes it in for the touchdown. Now, back on defense, pass batted away. Roy Hudson and Brady Clayton almost makes the diving interception. Then Ransom Mershika bats the ball away. Brandon Scott, he's going to get another interception. But Charleston, in the end, they fall to CenterPoint 28-23. Great season, but it comes to a close. And we're not done yet. When we return, coming off the school's first playoff win at home since 1999, Cedarville hit the road looking to advance against a tough HOXIE team. Those highlights and more when we return here on Football Friday Night. Including last Friday's dominant performance over Salem, the Boonville Bearcats are perfect 7-0 in conference play this season, and they look to keep that stretch going tonight in Week 2 of the playoffs when this team played host to Manila. First quarter we go, no score in this one. Manila backed up deep in their own territory, but they head to the air, and that's where Brooks Herrera takes it away, and the junior is off. A pick six gets the Bearcats on the board tonight. Boonville had a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, the Bearcats offense knocking on the door, and Randon Ray punches it in, 5-yard score, and the Bearcats had a quick 14-0 lead. Then Boonville would step on the gas. A little NCAA 14 option, and it's the senior, Rocky Ross. He's going to take it all the way. Look at him go, 55-yard touchdown run. Boonville up 21-0. The Bearcats are moving on. They get a big win tonight. Dominant performance, 42-0 is your final. So let's take a look at some of the other scores we had. Ozark, great season for the Hillbillies, but their season is over. Same thing with Elkins. They lost to Stuttgart, so they fall. They are done in the playoffs. Now let's see what else we're looking at tonight. Podo, big win. Podo undefeated in conference play. They get another big win tonight over in Oklahoma, though. Gore would fall to Woodland. Bayan would fall as well. So Podo, our only remaining team in Oklahoma. I was counting them up before I came in here. 6 teams left, so we're getting down to the wire. Teams still, though, fighting for a state title. We have Shiloh still alive, looking to repeat. Greenwood still looking to repeat. Big win for Fayetteville tonight. Big win for Boonville. Like I said, Poto is in there. So a lot of good teams still vying for a conference title. Those quarterfinals, those are going to come your way next week. You know, if you're still playing the day after Thanksgiving, you're doing something right. So that's what we're going to have next Friday after the Mizzou-Arkansas game. So next Friday is going to be a lot of fun, but so is tomorrow. Arkansas takes on Alabama, the #2 team in the country, and that is going to be a good one. Jonathan is going to have all your highlights from Tuscaloosa. But for Football Friday night, I'm Jacob Seuss. Have a good weekend.